Hello.
How are you?
I am well. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. Let's say hi to people. What's up, otherwise? Hi.
Hello, otherwise. I see what up, y'all. Russ was popping.
Hey, Russ. Yes.
Someone said the music was dope. The music was dope. I'm not gonna
True.
lie. I was over here headbanging a little bit.
Thank you. Hexus made that intro for me. Hey, Calvin. Happy belated birthday, even though I say it every time you come on, even though it was like on the 3rd also.
Oh shoot, happy belated birthday.
Hey, Jenny. Hello. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Yes. So, you may see that I'm a guest down tonight. It's okay. Stuff happens. But we've got Scab.
Big bro's here.
Little bro couldn't make it. Big bro's here.
Yes, little bro wouldn't make it. He couldn't make it today. He does send his regards and his deepest apologies. You know, we are very big on mental health. Very huge. For those that know who I am, you know my story. You know, I'm sorry. Side note: that does not say what y'all think it says. It says funk. But I know when I do this, and you see a U and then a K, I just had to clear it
up. You know, the best part is I didn't even think about it.
I was looking at it like, oh, that looks like that. No, we are very big on mental health. That the basis behind Scab and Scab story, really big on mental health, and those closest to me are very big on it as well too. And you know, sometimes when you got to have that self check of that, hey, maybe I need to go talk to someone. He took it the very big step to go someplace and get checked out and make sure that he was okay. So he's back home. He's doing well, but he's still just taking some time, you know, to get his head, keep his head straight, and make sure he's good. But he does send his regards.
Good. You know what? I would rather him not be on the show and taking care of himself than be on the show and put himself in a position where he doesn't feel well.
Correct. So all love, thoughts, and prayers go out to my little brother Drip.
Yep.
Yeah, but we here. Let's turn up. Let's get it.
Absolutely. All right. So let's talk about you, obviously, but let's start by talking about, I know that we had the haunt season happen just recently. It's coming to or it has come to a close. Although some places are currently still open, still running some creepy Christmas stuff, which I love. Yeah. Are you a part of any of those this year, or?
So I had the opportunity to do a couple of what's poppin', Justin. I had an opportunity to do a Krampus show with some family members down in St. Louis, but some previous bookings and family priorities overtook that, which granted, you know, more power to them. They're going to be successful regardless. It's just nice to, you know, be looked at as a we would love to have you come down type of situation. I love that. But no, I haven't been booked for anything. Didn't really get a chance to even check anything out / Krampus shows that have already happened, and then there's some coming up. However, I think I might make it to one though. I think I'm going to be in a city when a certain haunt has one. So we're going to see what happens.
Nice. Yeah, we actually on the 15th, we're doing a show about Krampus, and we have the Ohio Krampus Society joining us with the Krampus, and then a gentleman who actually does this for a living. They go to schools and they teach kids about the actual origin versus the Hollywood, you know, however you would put it, the Hollywood version of it. And so they tell about, you know, why do these kids get their butts whipped? What does he do? Does he throw them in a bag and eat them? So, yeah, we're going to be talking about that too. So it'll be fun.
Good. Knowledge is always good.
Hello, Raz. Hello, Stephen P. Kitty Cat. Also, guys, this guy right here, this cat, you see the cat in the picture, he reviews horror movies for us. And it's the cat. His name is Steve.
Okay. I'm just going to say okay.
And he's awesome.
Okay, it is.
But I do believe that his season is over for now. Correct me if I'm wrong, meow meows. But if not, he's on Mondays.
Nowadays.
So Rainbow, we were just talking about you.
Rainbow was where you see it, it's over my left shoulder. You see it, Rainbow. It's over the left shoulder. It's over the
We were
left shoulder.
just talking about you.
Yes.
Hi, I'm good. Hope you're doing well. So, where did you work this year?
Oh man. So the past couple of years, I've actually been on tour. I
Nice.
did, yeah. It's you take the good, the bad, the ugly, mix it up, you make your nice little go. 2020 was here in Omaha and did like the start of a tour. And then 21, I was solely on tour. Went to the Universal Studios, was in Atlanta, was in
Ooh.
New Orleans. Where else did I go? Was here, St. Louis. Was supposed to make it down to New Orleans, but it didn't work out the same way or it didn't work out the way we thought it was going to work out. And then this year, had a chance to go back down to Atlanta. That's always fun. Was of course here in Omaha, where I was in Oklahoma City.
Oh.
Went and did some stuff in Oklahoma City, and that was different and fun, and I loved it. And then what made it really special this year was I did a couple of surprises. The first one was the original haunt that I started working at. I went and did a night there. It was
Hell yeah.
a surprise situation. It wasn't announced. It was just kind of you had to know, you had to be there, you had to follow social media. But it was fun to go back to my roots where it all started in 2005. Then I ended doing a Halloween festival and Scab made his DJ premiere. So I got to mix the lives. It was kind of crazy. That wasn't kind of crazy. That was very crazy.
So you got to DJ as Scab.
Yes. Yes. The
That's
reaction
cool.
was unreal. The reaction was unreal.
Oh, I would have been stoked to see that. Like,
That was fun. Too
you should
fun.
have seen the DJ that we had over at well, I wasn't working there. I was just there to visit. But Scare Valley this year, their DJ was kind of cracking me up. Not because he was bad or anything like that by any means. I just didn't know that there were so many versions of This Is Halloween.
Yes, a lot.
And they had set him up for I don't know, they had set up his entire gear on top of hay bales and like plywood. Yeah, exactly. That was my reaction as I'm walking by.
Nope.
Have a good one, Justin.
Peace out, Justin. Thank you for popping in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're not
But yeah,
doing
I was
that.
like and then as soon as he like I have a video because I was like, and this is where the Molly kicked in. Because he got really into one song and I can't remember what it was. I would remember it if I was really thinking. But he all of a sudden like, woo! And I just see the plywood.
Yes,
yeah, I'm like,
I
ah!
did a wedding 2 years ago. So I think it was like it was 2019. I think fall of 2019. And there's this place that it's called the Barn. It's literally an old barn, but they turned it into a venue. It's really cool. Well, I don't want to say a venue. They turned it into like a rental space. So you can have dinners and all that. So we had a wedding and the wedding reception was upstairs. So of course, in my mind, I'm just going to set up in the corner. And I didn't realize that every wedding song you play requires jumping.
No,
so the floor
what?
literally is doing this the entire time. And the venue owner said, hey, can you please not play music that's going to make them jump? The floor will collapse.
Oh my
God. I was terrified.
People died from the wobble.
This is the first 20. No, legitimately, this is the first 20 minutes of dancing. You got to get people on the floor. So what's the first song you play? Wobble. And everyone jumps on the wobble and the floor literally does this. And I was like, oh, man.
I know. Oh, look at this. Hey, Slippy.
Slippy. Oh, so I got to say it now. Wait, Slipper, you talking about me? Because if you're talking about me, That you
Oh, he's
should know
talking
who
about
I am.
you.
He got to be talking about you. There's the
Oh, he's
phone.
talking about you.
He's talking about you. He's talking about you.
You know what? I don't think
No, you. It's you. It's not me. It's you. So I'll just say this because he already put it out there. So Slippy lives here now, in my city.
I didn't know that he. Okay, so you guys are in the same area.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's not my city,
Ah,
but it's my city.
it's your
He's here,
city.
but he's not here, but he's here. It's close enough. I could go see him right now if I wanted to.
Lucky,
Yeah.
we love
So
Slippy.
I'm so very happy
We
to
love
have Sleepy
Slippy.
here.
Raz
Yes.
says listening to you guys on the new studio setup sounds brilliant.
I hope so.
Awesome.
I hope these AirPods don't die because it hit me with that 10%. And I was like,
Ah!
but we're gonna make it rock. Something happens.
We'll figure it out. We will figure it out.
Yeah, we'll be good.
So real fast, we're gonna go to our first set of commercials. And it's mostly just gonna be like 2 little bits of things talking about our Krampus thing, and we'll be right back.
Hello, all you beautiful people out there. It's your boy Slippy. And when I'm not guzzling down gallons and gallons of amazing ice cream, yes, I love ice cream. Oh, hang on. I'm watching PBDC TV. Now, back to the show, all you beautiful people. And remember, stay nasty.
Okay, first off, I still have no clue what the backwards thing is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but the Slippy thing makes me smile and laugh every single time, and I pretty much hear it nightly.
I love that. I love it.
We have 2 versions.
You have 2. Okay. So eventually I'm going to have to hear both of these.
Oh, yeah. We have both versions. They're very similar, but very much different because it's Slippy, so he's freaking awesome.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah. Hey, Wizzo!
Those popping.
And Slippy, so happy to be here and to possibly work and learn from the OG himself.
I appreciate that, Slippy. Humbly, I promise you. I appreciate it. Slippy's amazing. Fits in with everything that goes on here.
Right?
I mean,
It's
hey,
freaking awesome.
I love seeing. Yes, I love seeing. I mean, I've been acting. I just did 18 years, so it's most people don't think it, but it's like I've been doing it since I was 15. So I love
Oh,
seeing.
wow.
I turned 33 this year, so
Okay.
it's weird to call other people young, but I love seeing the younger generations and the generations after me taking and rolling and make it happen. Rainbow, I appreciate that. Seriously. Hey, major shout out to Rainbow Twitch. I'll tell you why. Long story short, did an acting seminar down in Arkansas because that's what it's called because I went to class and I studied English and it's Arkansas because that's what the
Thank you.
letters say. The
Thank
letters
you.
say Arkansas. So I went to Arkansas and did an acting seminar for a haunted house and I see this crew roll up. I probably had to be like maybe like 7 to 10 deep. I can't remember the exact numbers, but they all had matching shirts. They all had matching everything. And I'm like, who were they? And they weren't part of this hunt. It was different hunt. I was like, okay. And they were so interactive and they were in it doing the drills, had notebooks, taking notes. And I'm thinking, oh, this is
That would be me.
crazy.
I'd start taking notes.
The next day they show up for part 2. They're killing the drills, doing everything. They're like, hey, we have a hut not too far from here. You want to go to it? I was like, sure. And they drove me up to their hut, and I fell in love with them in their hut, and they fed me. And lo and behold, it was Rainbow Twitch and Schizo, and we've been family ever since.
Hey, food is the best way to get to somebody's
They knew.
heart right
They
there.
knew. And it was good food. They knew.
Yes.
They
Yeah,
knew.
I was gonna say bad food is the best way to get them to stay the hell away from you. But good food is how
I
you
think I
catch
returned the
people.
favor. I returned the favor. We all were down in they were on tour as well this year, and we were down in OKC together, and it was definitely the food. We were in OKC, and I returned the favor. Went to a Jamaican place down there, and
Oh.
their food was crazy. And Rainbow was like,
Ooh.
"Oh, I don't necessarily like this. I don't really like." I said, "Trust me, you'll like this." And she took a bite of this food, and her eyes went from it to she loved it. She loved that
Oh,
food.
Jamaican food is so good. There's this little tiny Jamaican joint down the way in the parking lot of like it's next to a Wiener Schnitzel and a PetSmart. Like it's this tiny little place and
Mhm.
they are grilling every morning to get all their chicken and all that because they do jerk chicken obviously, but every Sunday they have the oxbone soup,
The oxtail soup. Yeah,
the oxtail. Oh my
yeah.
god.
I know. Watch this. I guarantee I'm going to make Rainbow comment something crazy. I'm actually going to be in OKC again this weekend doing some stuff, and I'm eating at the Jamaican restaurant. Give it about 10 seconds, you'll see a comment in there. I can keep that.
I can,
All right, Slippy.
we're I'm not gonna lie, I'm afraid of Slippy cooking for me,
I'm interested.
but
I'm interested.
I would still let him do it because
Mhm.
I'm
Might,
Sicilian. I can't help
might
it.
be
I
a
have
little,
to have food.
might be a little crunchy. Might be a little crunchy, but I'm willing to try it. I'll try anything
It's gonna.
once. Some stuff, not everything.
I'm like, is that rocks in the rocky road?
Is that do I detect a hint of worm in this?
Is that
Why, yes, you do.
Oh, but you did put real corn in here.
You gotta even out the flavors. Sweet and salty,
Oh wait, I see. Not fair.
I told
And
you.
someone said
I
19 second. A shriek.
Oh,
A shriek.
let's factor
Sven,
in
did
the
somebody
lag.
say Wiener Schnitzel?
Hey, Wiener Schnitzel's good. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's from Germany, so.
Someone said, "Have I toured Cali?" I've been.
Good. Where is that?
Yeah, I just saw that. I've been to Cali. So there's a lot about me. People, some know, don't, whatever. I'm an open book. I did a TV show in 2009 called The Sing Off, which was on
Oh, you did?
NBC. Yeah, I was on season 1, episode 1, and that was
I
it.
have to go
But
check.
it paid for school. Solo. If you type in Solo The Sing Off, you will see our fake acapella group. As we were not an acapella group, we literally had 3 practices together before we auditioned, and we were the first group cast. But I was in
Oh my
Burbank,
gosh.
then yeah, so I've done some filming in Burbank. But as far as acting goes in Cali, I have not. But I'm always, I wouldn't trust anything Slippy eats. I'm always down to make it to Cali. Anybody that wants to book me, whether it's for DJing, acting, a seminar, you might get worms. And he doesn't mean like worms in your stomach. He means like you actually might get worms.
You might actually have worms, or you might get worms.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be both.
Double entendre. Hey, there's the dad joke of the day. Why shouldn't you eat food from Slippy? Because you might get worms.
Worms. Mint ice cream with Ben Gay. Let's not talk about the Ben Gay episode. So hear me out. Hear me out. No.
Both.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. But I'm down for whatever. I haven't been to Cali, but I would love to get out to Cali, whether it's an acting seminar, an appearance, whatever it is. I'm down for it all.
Come out and check out the 17th door. We will take you.
Okay, watch this.
I'm not an actor there, but
I'm this person. You said it here. It is December 7th at 9:25 this time. So you said 17th door in Cali. So when Scab the Clown starts tagging 17th door on Facebook, when Scab starts doing all of that, and Scab end up out there, it's your
I'll be
fault.
there with you.
All right, I'll be there.
I will be there with you.
Okay.
I will be there getting tortured. I will be there to get tortured with you.
I'm loving it. I'm gonna just twerk.
That's what I do. I actually, there is a chunk of my hair missing because they shaved my head.
Oh, see, nah. Nope.
It's okay. I took one for the team. I told them just to do it.
Okay, you have fun with that one. Not shaving any.
No. Well, you saw Hexus's hair. He has super long hair too, and the guy started going after him, and I was like, "Nope, just do mine."
That's love. That's what that
just
is.
Do mine.
That's when it's real. They're like, no, don't cut his, cut mine. Oh, okay.
I was like, no, just do mine. I already have some undercut that I was growing out. Just do it. I don't care. The Bugs room was too much. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
So what's this Bugs room? What's this Bugs room?
Well, there's a couple versions of it. One of them was, well, the first year they told me, put your hand out. And I was like, oh, okay. And he puts a bug. He put a roach right in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, hey, he's kind of cute. I started poking it and like making it run around. And I was like, oh, hey. Cool. Mm-hmm. And then he walks up and goes, smash.
Oh, that's tough.
And I was like, my friend.
That's tough.
You killed my friend.
That's tough.
And I was sad.
That's like emotionally scarring on a lot of levels.
Because it was
like the culture I grew up in, we don't mess with bugs like that. Not that we're scared, we just don't mess with bugs. So first off, you put a bug in my hand. Then you killed the bug. What if I like you said you was attached to this bug?
I did. I was like, he's very cute, and I was ready to just wrap my hand around him and get him through the rest of the maze. And like, you're free, little buddy.
That's tough.
But
oh man,
to be fair, they have not done that since.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, they have not done that since, because I used to go from the beginning, and I've gone recently. And what they did this time was they had them and they kind of hold them in your face. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I threw Hexus in front of me, screaming, "Not again!" the guy was probably thinking I was afraid of the bugs. But it was like this really, really, really thin room, and you're walking through, and so you can't escape the guy, no matter where you go. And they'd have the lights flickering off and on, and you were like, "What the hell?" And when the lights flickered on, you're like, "Ah, shit! There's roaches." And so you're trying not to touch walls, and you're like, "Ee!" And then there's this big dude that blocks the doorway, and he comes walking towards you. And I literally threw hexes in front of him.
There it is.
I've never actually done that to him, and I literally just threw him in front and screamed, "Not again! Not doing this! No!" Yeah, when I say big guy, this is
guy.
a big guy.
You got scared by a big guy, at least.
Yeah, but the funny part is I wasn't exactly scared. I just didn't want it to happen again.
I went through. It's very hard to scare me. Yes, look, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Drip is doing some self-care tonight. He's doing some self-care. Everything is good though. So I went to I'll find a fool over my beard. Exactly. I went to have you seen the movie The House is October Built?
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember the zombie paintball that was in there?
Yes.
That is Rise. That's Rise Haunted House.
Is it?
Yes, that's Rise Haunted House. That's in between New Orleans and Baton Rouge. It's like somewhere at the triangle tip between the two. Went there on their third year being open. To my knowledge, they were the first place to do zombie paintball. I've never heard of anything else or anyone else doing it.
We did it here.
But this was
I lost my ticket.
This was 2012.
Okay.
I think it was the third year open. I'm guessing it was around that time, but it was early. So I want to say it was 2012 because I was guest acting at House of Shock and they invited me on their tour to go through Rise and go through in Baton Rouge. So long story short, what ended up happening. I need my charger. Long story short, what ended up happening was went through this room. Everything was, cages and back and forth. So there's all these little girls in cages. So in my mind, the way I teach, you have the little girls as the distraction up low, then a really tall guy comes out of nowhere. Nah, that's not what happened. All these little girls, so I'm looking up and I turn this corner and this little kid does like the most kiddish scream growl ever. Out so high. Both were in the air. And I was screaming.
And it wasn't levitation.
No, it was not the levitation. No. This kid is the only actor in my 18 years in housing. This is the only person to ever scare me. The only person. Oh, Scorn, what's popping? No fake tacos. That's right. No fake tacos. If you don't know what House of Shock. So yeah, I love missing House of Shock. Rest in peace, House of Shock. It's now something else, but yeah.
I learned this year that children as haunt actors are brutal. Yes, absolutely.
They don't care.
Brutal.
And are you going to complain that a child did this to you?
Right. Well, I had to tell one of the kids, I was like, hey, don't grab them, please. Stop grabbing people.
Kids are ruthless.
There were like some 8 and 9-year-olds this year, and they were absolutely just ruthless. Yeah. Absolutely ruthless.
They do not care.
If you're screaming and crying, they will make it worse because they'll start laughing.
And it's worse because it's like a child is doing this to you, and you as an adult are legitimately scared. They're laughing and enjoying this. Like, are you serious right now? And then if they go too far, and you go to the owner or management,
they're going to be like, "What are we going to do? It's a kid."
Would you want me to arrest this kid for assaulting you?
Did you just Karen that child?
What happened? He charged me with a knife. It's a child at a haunted house. The kid with the chainsaw.
The child with the chainsaw.
Child with the chainsaw. That's who it was.
You're like, dude, are you sure that doesn't have the chain on it? Well, he doesn't really know how to work it, so We
Yeah,
don't.
he was just going ring, 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 ring.
That's the
This
best.
is going to be honest. It works. I've done it before. I'm going ring, 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 and it works.
People go, ah!
People scare themselves. I used to get people with the invisible rubber band. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. You go in your pocket. I think I have one too. You go in your pocket and you hold it like this. And then what you do is like you wrap it around your thumb and then you pull it like that. And everyone always like, bro, what? Short thumbs up. Okay.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Nadine. How's it going?
It sounds like we should call him Scoob the Celebrity.
Hey, we might have a spinoff season coming soon. There might be a spinoff. There might be a spinoff.
We are going to go to our last set of commercials. If anybody needs to go potty, this is the time. Because this is about 5 minutes worth of commercial.
Oh yeah, go do that. I'm gonna make sure I get my laptop charger on y'all too.
All right, we'll be right back, guys.
What you deserve. You're strange, insane. One thing you can never change. It's a crack, I'm back yet, standing on the rooftop, shouting out, baby, I'm ready to go. I'm back and ready to go. From the rooftop, shout it out. Shout it out. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. From the rooftop, shout it out. Shout it out. It's the crack, I'm back, yes, standing on the rooftop, shouting out. Baby, I'm ready to go. I'm back and ready to go. From the rooftop, shout it out. I'm ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. From the rooftop, shout it out. Shout it out. Shout it out. Shout it out. Ready to go.
You are found guilty of witchcraft. You are found guilty. You are found guilty. Witchcraft. You are found guilty.
Sarah Miller is a qualified psychic and spiritual medium who gives accurate psychic readings through a range of mediums. She is a professional consultant who uses her intuition to offer guidance to all of her clients, encouraging them to move in a positive direction and face the challenges that may lie ahead of them. She is also certified Reiki Grand Master and Shaman. Follow her on Facebook or YouTube each week for her weekly free live readings.
This is Professor Edgar Fluffosaurus from Spooky Tales with Steve the Cat, and when I'm not hosting Monster Chat or knocking down small Japanese cities, I'm watching PBDC TV. Now back to the show.
Yeah, sure. Y'all got it. I got it all today.
Okay, Scorn, really? Me?
That's him.
Just me?
That's typical.
Me? Fine. Yes, the deadline for the submissions is coming up fast, guys. Hurry up and submit for the SAS. What was
Submit. Put it in.
Submit. I know, I'm pumped too. 2 of us from Psycho Bunny have entered this year, so.
Uh-oh. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
It's very
We've
fun.
got.
Speaking from experience.
I'm excited. Go Team Pterodactyl.
That's a new one. Okay. Usually it's team black and blue, blue and black, black and
No.
white,
We are
red
Team
and
Pterodactyl.
green. Team Pterodactyl.
This all happened because of the Amelia Bell Prometheus interview when I was talking about my polydactyl cat and she thought I said pterodactyl. And we are now Team Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. You have to do that now.
And we're going to be like, ah! And your magic tricks. We got to talk about your magic tricks.
Okay, well, I'll get to that. I was the only child growing up, so I was very bored. And when you're bored, you teach yourself how to do things. And I've always loved magic. We were talking before we started. I actually drew out how to do a levitation thing and drew out everything you needed for it. And I was a teenager doing this, so yeah. But I thought of it when I was 8, 9 years old. Oh, you could do this and you could do this. And I just slowly started putting stuff together, and I just taught myself magic.
I love
literally,
it.
I can do magic with when I say anything, I can do magic with anything. You put something, it's oh, I got no, seriously. Okay, watch this. So this is my wedding ring. This is my wedding ring. Okay, understand?
I can't take mine off. It's tattooed.
See, I thought about that at one point, but no. So if you can hear this, this is a granite wedding ring. So it's
That's
solid.
awesome.
I wouldn't walk around with a fake wedding ring on. So I can actually put it, and pull it through my finger like that. So just
nice.
stupid stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
Just grew up doing random stuff and having fun. It's always been fun. Card tricks.
As an only child, I can definitely sympathize with that.
Got to be creative.
Of course,
playing by yourself.
I ended up. Do you remember that game? Okay, you're a little bit younger than me, just a little bit, so you probably still remember this. Do you remember that toy that you would put paper in it and it would spin, and you'd start putting paint in there, and it would keep spinning and make paint,
and it would spin, and you do the art, the spin art.
Yeah. My room was covered in paint.
Okay. Yep, I got one for you. So, did you ever take close to? So you have the wire hanger, and then you have the cardboard that's over the bottom.
Yes.
They used to put the pants on top. I used to go in my mom's closet and take out all the cardboard pieces and merge them together like this and staple them or tape them under, and I would create roller coasters in my room for marbles.
That's awesome.
I would drop it and literally just do that in my room. Oh, I figured this out. I legit
that is awesome.
On loops, because it wouldn't stay curled, I would put paper so it would just do the loop inside of the paper. Yeah, I was bored as a kid.
See, I was the one that was putting Metallica tapes in Teddy Ruxpin and then pressing fast forward and play at the same time. And then laughing way too hard at it.
I think my biggest mistake as a child was Um, oh gee, what would probably the biggest one? Only kid stuff. I scared myself. I had this little red robot that was battery operated, and then I finally watched Chucky for the first time. And I
Oh
love horror movies, but I
no.
watched Chucky and said, I'm good on all my little toys. So I took the
You're like, I'm just
batteries
gonna
out,
cover these all.
but I didn't know about stored energy in toy batteries. So
Oh
I
no.
took the batteries out and I put it in the closet, and it was sitting on top, and I left my closet open. So I was going to sleep. I was like, it ain't gonna do nothing. And I went, you know, you think you tough and you push something. So I pushed it and it went off. Hey, didn't have that toy no more. We threw that toy away very quickly. Listen,
I would have been
you're
setting
not
it on
about to.
fire. It's all.
Wasn't even a chance for that. That toy went outside to the dumpster. I think I was 6 or 7 when that happened, and my mom heard me scream and run outside to the dumpster. We live in an apartment. I remember I told her exactly what was going on. I told her exactly what was going on.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, Slippy says, I just want to make it past round 1. That's all I'm pushing for this year. Same, man, same. I think you can go further though.
Listen, my first year ever doing it, I made top 4. But
Nice.
competition has been a lot harder. A lot of people have huge fan bases, and it's really
I'm just
just about
hoping
the
my name gets
support.
drawn out. Like that's about it.
Listen, listen, I'm going to tell you this now, and quote me. I think I have the right to say this. I don't care where y'all screenshot this. I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds to hit screenshot. I'm about to give y'all some insider trading for the SAS, okay? I'm not breaking any Scurryface rules, but I'm going to give y'all insider trading and tell y'all something. 3, 2, 1. Insider trading tips for the SAS. 1, have fun. If you have fun, nothing else matters. Number 2, network. Not just with people in and around your city. Network with people from other HOTs. Network with people from other HOT communities. Network with other people not in your rounds. Trust me, that matters. Number 3, invest in some type of heart medication, because when that music plays, when it's your week for results or to see who's going to get drawn, it is the worst pit of anxiety you will ever
I
have
have
in your life.
Clonopin.
Listen, there's music, the music that he played for drawing and the results for my year, which was volume 2, was the same music. I do video editing. I went to look for, I see Twitch. She knows. She knows.
I
She knows.
have anxiety
I
meds.
end up I I ended up coming across coping. Thank you. So I'll give you some coping methods. So I ended up doing some research trying to find some music to add into a video, and I came across the song used, and I shut my laptop and walked off. I said, "Yeah, I can't do that." To this day, I'm scarred because my heart would beat so fast. But it's very fun. It's very fun. It's nerve wracking. You love the meme wars are hilarious. I don't do memes.
Oh, they're
I did
already
I did
starting with
memes
Simbu.
already. And here's the thing:
Bobo.
I did memes one time, and the one time I did memes, it went too far on my end because I'm that person. Oh,
Ah.
I'm that person, which is why I run a clean game. I run a very
He
fair
plays it on
campaign
Scurryface Radio and I exit every time.
because it's not fun shows. It's oh man, it's just one of those things. You're like, after
After the
the,
beta version, I'm super
but
chill. Yeah, okay, as he's in
it's
here all meh.
meh now
Meh.
until it's time for all right. Round 1, Group A, and the first person is, and everyone's like, oh my god. But the further along, I have to say it like Tyler because the further along you make it, that's a joke for people, they'll get it. The further along you make it, you start to notice the strategy behind to get pulled with certain people, and it's very fun because like, oh, I want to go against this person because I like them, and it'll be nice for us because we're gonna butt heads. It's gonna be real cool. It's always fun. I'm happy for every single person that advanced past me. Um, by 2 points, and I was upset. Vote for myself all
Because
the
I
way, and
forgot to vote for my.
that matters. No, when I tell you that matters, there's been the times that I've been eliminated. It's never been a blowout. It's like 14 votes, or sorry, the most was 13 votes. And that's like advancing
Ah,
into almost getting to the finals. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, dang,
ah.
13 votes. I missed like these 3 days where that would have been the 13 votes because of this device and telling these people to vote, or I should have done this, I should have done that. It's like you know exactly where those votes could have come from. That's the hardest part, is when you look back and go, man, I could have and should have. So to avoid all that, tip number 4, give it your all. Hey, Jesse, you gonna kill it.
The razzles
You
has
gonna
entered.
you gonna kill it. I guarantee you gonna kill it. I'm excited to see all the newcomers. I'm excited to see all the new faces. You should do it. I'm excited to see
Do
all the new
it.
faces this year and to see how much flavor really goes into it. Because I know a
I'm
lot of the
excited.
a lot of the original heavy hitters that I started with have all kind of, they've either won or they're just kind of chill. And there's a lot of new names and new faces that are also heavy hitters. So
I
volume 2, Scab was a no one. Now it's like, who's the no one this year that's going to make it to the top 4? You never know. I love it.
I finally actually, because I hadn't been working at Haunts for a while,
Mhm.
especially since I moved up here. So one of the reasons I hadn't decided to, they actually, since I've lived up here, that's when SAS started, was when I moved to Bakersfield.
Mhm.
And otherwise I had actually been haunting with like various haunts that I'd go in and guest haunt with and stuff like that as various characters. And ever since I saw SAS going on, I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't part of a haunt,
Mm.
you know?
Okay.
And I was like, I want to do it, but I hadn't brought back any characters yet. So I created a brand new character last year.
Mhm.
Susan, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was last year. Maybe it's been a year and a half. I don't know anymore. And I ended up using it at some of the local haunts here.
Mhm.
Specifically, the haunt that I'm talking about is Benning Manor. That it's literally a home haunt, but they've been doing it for 9 years. So I got to go work with them this year.
That's nice.
And so I was like, I can enter the SAS. I called up Benning Manor and I was like, can I use you guys as my home haunt? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
That's amazing. When you really look at it as a whole, it's promotion for you, for your area. Hello, Constance. It's promotion for you, your area, your character, what you
Mhm.
represent. It's a huge platform that, if used the correct way, like I said, that networking is beyond amazing. I've made amazing friends,
I've,
scare actors, makeup artists, the whole nine because of this act.
this show altogether actually started with otherwise be nevermore.
Mhm.
um I had been talking to him and we were like, let's do an interview, man.
That's what's up.
When are you available? And he was like, let's do it on like Wednesday. So like we were talking back and forth and we decided to do an interview. So then I interviewed Hinch after that, and then I interviewed a few other people. And then it just kept rolling. I've been doing this since June.
Congratulations. Keep going. I've heard a
Well,
lot
thank
of
you.
amazing things, and you're killing it.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be
But
watching.
I appreciate that. I had talked to Tyler and he was like, "Oh, when's your last show?" And I was like, "Oh, actually it was this week with Father Evil. I figured I'd just round it out with Father Evil." He was like, hold on."
Mhm.
And now I got all you awesome people.
Yeah, he hit me up and was like, "Have you heard of?" I was like, "Yeah." Hey, we need you on the. Sure, yeah. Let's figure this out. Let's make it happen. I'm
I
always
I
here.
got the awesome opportunity this year to do articles for Scurryface.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like a huge, just like personal bump, like, yay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then now having you guys all on the shows has been so much fun because I've got to meet so many cool people because of this. And I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
myself again, and I'm really sorry.
You're good. No, you're good because the more or less, it's not even about us. It is about you. We're just featured, but you know that's your story. It's true. It's your reality.
It's just been awesome. Oh, yes. I've seen this. SAS is anyone's game.
Correct. There are guarantees. When I tell you this, there are no guarantees. I have seen oh yeah, she's going to advance, get last place. And I've seen who is this person make it first place and beat heavy hitter names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no guarantees in the set.
I was shocked at some of the people that got knocked out earlier last year because I was like, oh my gosh, they're such big names. They're heavy hitters. Oh my God. And then boom.
This is it's like poker. Who you get drawn up against matters. And I'll tell you this now. Here's what sucked for this area here. And I hope Slippy's watching. What's going to suck is that last year we had, I think, 14 or 15 people in this area alone.
Oh my God.
9 of us were from one hunt.
Oh my God.
And then
I think I'm literally
from another hunt.
Oh my God.
So
I think I'm literally one of 3 in my entire state.
We have all of the same friends that follow us all. So what do you think happens when 3 people are in one group from this area?
You spread out your votes. As a friend, you spread out your votes. You go, okay, I'm going to vote for this person, this person, this person. But
and since it's that doesn't help. That's why I love this. This is poker. Another insider trading tip. I saw someone comment, I got pulled with someone from Woods of Terror. We both got knocked out. I love when that happens.
Yep, there we go. There it is.
I love being in a group and seeing 2 people from the same hunt not in this area. I love it.
Whatever, Slippy.
Really, Slippy?
Whatever.
Really, Slippy? Okay. Sure, Slippy. But I love seeing 2 people from the same hunt get pulled, and they're not in this area, because in my mind, mathematically, great. That means that everyone in your area is going to split their votes. So you're not going to get the 300 votes. You're really going to get like 240 something because you're going to split them. And I'm like, yay, that means I have a better chance. That strategy, it's home hunts are amazing. Home hunts are amazing.
I think next year we're doing killer clowns. Sorry. Go ahead.
You better be watching all the tidbits. No, so it's strategy. Mind you, it's not strategy that you can control. The only strategy you can control is promo. It's like poker. You got to play the hand that you're dealt, and you got to make most out of it and figure out how to put your best foot forward and outdo everyone else. And it doesn't matter what's going on in life. When you're pulled, you're pulled. If you're at a convention, make the most out of it. If you're on vacation, make the most out of it. If I've been out of the country before and been pulled. I've had conferences and been pulled. Sickness, been pulled. I've been pulled against my brother twice.
That sucks.
Twice. Yep. It's happened twice.
There are. So I'm trying to make sure people see me getting to their stuff.
When I get a home hot, I would love to be in S. Why do you realize when you get a home hot, you already have a home hot? You already have one.
Huge wink.
I got something in my eye. Can you see it? I got something in my eye.
Because of SAS, I was able to meet Rainbow and become the Slippy y'all know, and I'm here in Nebraska thanks to the SAS. So who knows what'll happen?
Yeah,
man, Slippy. So we were talking as his human, just talking, And as soon as this camera went live, there was no more human and all Slippy. That switch just,
Seen
and
it.
I could not. I don't really go into any character while I'm like doing this. It's just me. You guys just get me.
Mhm.
Me being this, and I could not stop laughing. If I was in a character, I would have been breaking character.
You should
I
see it
could-
in person. So we do the I mean the secret's out at this point. We do homecoming at Scary Acres. And it used to be the birthday bash weekend, but now it's homecoming weekend. So I don't know which direction it's going to go. If it's the Scary Acres homecoming hosted by Scurryface or the Scurryface homecoming hosted by Scary Acres. I think the second one sounds cool, but either or. But it's homecoming weekend. So this year, yes, Rainbow Twitch went up against Drip. Very first round, MBV weekend.
Oh,
And we were all at MBV together.
Oh, nudge,
So
nudge,
all
wink,
the
wink.
all the votes that they were trying to get were from the same group of people the entire weekend. But Slippy was there this year for the homecoming weekend, and this is my first time seeing Slippy and like really just be Slippy. Amazing,
Right?
amazing,
He's
amazing.
phenomenal.
He's like,
fucking
I don't get it.
phenomenal.
Like, it's so different here. I'm like, yeah, Nebraska's a different breed of acting. Like, it's not the South, and it's nothing against the South. I love the South. I love acting.
No,
in
it's
the
just
South.
different.
But
It's
it's a
different everywhere.
completely yes, it's a completely different mindset here. Like, you can still be entertaining, but it's weird to say we're polite entertaining, but we're polite and entertaining and scary.
And
But we're
we're
polite.
not.
Yeah, like
California
the South
is not.
Cali's not, the South is not, and I'll tell you New Orleans is not. I'll tell you that for a fact. I miss that. Oh, I miss that. I miss New Orleans so much.
I have video from this haunt season. We went down to
Mhm.
Knott's because I used to work at Knott's when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
and I used to do the Knott's Scary Farm thing. And we I ran into a few characters that I recognized.
Mhm.
And when I ran into one of them, he had a girl on the ground, like she was just covering, like in fetal position, as he is still screaming at her and taking his, like, it's like a 1-gallon gas can that has
Mhm.
like, I'm assuming like nuts and bolts in it, basically, and slamming it to the ground as she's sitting there screaming, and everybody's around watching. Like, we're all assholes for standing there watching as this all happens.
Mhm.
And she is screaming. And by the end of the video, she is on all fours crawling away from him.
So I got scolded. Not gonna say we. I got scolded. There was a video that went viral on Facebook.
Mhm.
I was filming, of course. I'm a celebrity. That's what I do when I'm out there. I film everything. There was a I'll talk about confetti cannons in a second. Because if you know me, birthday, when I'm there, haunts hate me for confetti. Just if a haunt says that they've had me there and you say, oh, what was the worst part? And they don't say confetti, it's because they didn't have me there. Because trust me, I leave confetti everywhere. Everywhere. Containment this year, there was still confetti there from last year that I was finding on the floor. There was confetti outside from last year, this year. That's how much confetti. I don't play with confetti. It's a game. It's over. It's not a game. It's a game to me, but it's not a game. But this video, there's this girl was super scared and she was against the fence and she dropped down and was like doing this. She's like, oh my god,
I love
it.
it.
Her scaring her, and someone came with the chainsaw, was really close, and then left. So this video went viral, and a lot of the comments came in, and it was "You're doing too much. You're doing too much," and that was the older crowd. The younger crowd was like, "You didn't do enough. That was amazing." So it's like 400,000 people saw the video, and I think it was at like 12,000 likes or something. 12,000 people loved it, but then it's like you have like 100 and some odd comments of just negativity. But there was one person who we disagreed on style, but was still respectful. And to this day, I always respect that man for that.
I like when
Always
people
respect
can,
him.
you know, disagree, but
Mhm.
like politely disagree.
Yeah. See, and what he
You
said
know.
wasn't negative. It was just like, hey, that's not how I teach at my haunt. If you did that at my haunt, you'd be working here anymore. Not that that's not an effective thing to do, but that's just not how we do it at my haunt. Understood.
Oh,
The
okay.
type of haunted house
Cool.
that you work at and the ones that I work at are completely different. So respect. Like, I respect it. That's not how you do it there. This is how we do it here. But how we doing it here ain't even how it went down in New Orleans. Because in New Orleans, it was a whole different breed. You might get snatched up out your group in New Orleans, and guess what? All fun and games. But here, if I put my hand on your shoulder, oh my God, you can't touch me.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
when you go with us to the 17th door,
Mhm.
you're gonna sign a
Noted.
waiver.
Oh yeah, let's with it. Let's
And then
with
you
it.
have to look at a camera and go, I give
I give.
permission.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what's dope. You ain't even gotta do all that. Get the fingerprints. You willingly put your fingerprint here. You signed it. You put your fingerprint on there. Guess what, my boy? Go time.
Oh man, I cannot. You better come out. I can't wait for you to come out here.
Oh, of course. I just saw Rainbow Twitch put a comment out that said, "We got a kid at SA this year. About 6 of us surrounded them." So here's the thing about
Oh
about
no.
about where I'm at here. We have 3 crazy actions, and what I feel is probably the biggest midway in the country for haunted houses. I don't
I've
think
heard that.
Midway is bigger than us. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I've been
I,
hearing that you guys got a pretty big midway there.
our Midway's crazy. So we the woods is like the demented backwoods. Now I won't say backwoods. The woods is like the demented circus. So it's
Okay.
like all sideshow stuff.
Oh,
And
sorry.
it's different.
I was trying to
Oh, you're
click
good.
and I
I
didn't
saw
mean
that.
to go.
I saw that. It's different in the woods. The woods is different. It's just one of those. And homecoming weekend, some Scurryface people ended up in the woods, and they got free range to just be in the woods. That's a very dangerous thing to do in the woods because it's yeah. So they got surrounded. Someone got surrounded. I'm sorry. And there's a lot of space to do that out there too. That's the crazy part. The woods isn't dark. It's a very well lit place. And that makes it worse because you can see everything. Oh
Oh,
man,
that sounds so much fun.
it's fun. You got to
Uh,
come
I
out.
think
You got to
I
come
think
out to
people have
homecoming.
heard this story a few times, but
Hmm.
one year we went with one of my friends who was afraid of clowns to Not Scary Farm. And I happened to know the ringleader that year.
That's stupid.
And I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, her name's Taylor.
Oh yeah,
She doesn't like clowns."
that's evidence right there. That's evidence. And why do I call it evidence and not ammo? Because the evidence is that your friends don't care about you, so we don't care about you. That's the evidence that we needed.
By the end, she was like, "I'm not afraid of clowns anymore, okay? Okay, guys? I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not afraid of clowns." Now, let me paint this picture here. She is a 6 foot tall, beautiful Amazonian, gorgeous, like Norwegian,
Mm-hmm.
tattooed from head to toe, even on her stomach. She's a total badass. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't like clowns. Um,
Oh, man.
she had a horde of clowns chasing her down the boardwalk, screaming, "Taylor!"
You said horde. That's a lot of clowns.
A horde. A horde. And here
Oh,
this
that's
tall woman
hilarious.
is sprinting down the boardwalk, legs, you know, just she is clearing the boardwalk super fast, and she has a whole horde of clowns behind her, like, yeah.
So
She told me she wasn't afraid after that.
correct me if I'm wrong. Early acting days for me. So this was like 2005. The first set of clowns that I knew, and I say set because there's always 2 clowns. It's such and such and such and such.
It's
blank
a
and
group.
blank, blank and blank. It's always two people. It's always. So there was, I believe it was Heckles and Twitch. I think was
From
their name. Heckles and Twitch. They were really tall. They were really tall, and they were the first clowns that I knew of to wear the Scream Team prosthetic with the long chin and the poofy head.
you know,
Were they at Knott's or were they somewhere else? They were at a theme park.
I'm gonna say I wasn't in that scare zone.
Okay.
So everybody, so the way that it works over there is there's multiple scare zones.
Yeah.
And generally everybody in each scare zone tends to click. And it's unfortunate, but it also, you know, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
And so I was not on that scare zone because that was like the scare zone that was super coveted. And you usually worked a long time to get into Carnival.
Yeah, these were Heckles and Twitch. I think it is Heckles and Twitch. And then there was like a Trimmers and someone else or whatever. So Heckles and Twitch were like the face for Scream Team.
Six Flags. There was Six Flags.
That's
okay.
where they, yes.
I was gonna say because I don't recognize those names, but I wasn't gonna say they weren't at Knott's because I wouldn't have known.
I just knew. Wait, so which Six Flags were they at, Scorn? Which
were
Six
they out
Flags?
here in California Six Flags, or were they at one of the other ones?
Because those were like the first set that I knew of, and they're like, oh yeah, they're like 7 feet tall. I'm like, what? Now, granted, it could have been a big, but whatever. Oh, they're in Six Flags.
Oh, so it was ours. It was. That's like
dope.
an hour away from us.
Okay. Yeah, I
not
just
bad.
remember them with theme park stuff, and Knott's was actually the first place that I've ever seen sliders.
Yes.
So,
Knott's Scary Farm was actually created in 73. And they used to do it for about 3 nights only. I think originally they did it 1 night, and then they moved it up the next time to 3 nights. And it kept going, and then obviously it has turned into this whole month-long thing. They don't do it for a little while there. They did it all week, but now they do it. I want to say Thursday through Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is off.
that's cool. That's actually a cool schedule.
And so, but they have been there for 49 years doing that. They were officially the first, the first haunt that was at a theme park.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
and so then, yes, then you had Terror and Flinch at Fear Farm.
Trimmers, yeah, Trimmers and Flinch. That
Tremors,
was like the
sorry, I
second
said
big.
Terror.
That was the second big couple or big set of clowns that I had heard of.
Oh no, hold on, you muted yourself.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, I hear you.
There we go. Yep, the headphone died. Oh well. So that's what that was like the second big set of clowns that I had seen were those two. Mind you, you're talking about this is for me 2005, 2006. I'm still wet in the ears when it comes to haunting. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is so big and blah blah blah. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, I fast forward to today, what would have happened if like guys like that entered the status?
Oh, right.
What would
you were talking about the first time you saw sliders was at Knott's. I want to say that's like the first place they really were.
I feel like it was, honestly.
And I remember watching sliding competitions. Like they used to during the night, like throughout the haunt night, they would have a show over by the hanging, and they would like gather, like move people out of the way. It was over where people used to dance to Cotton Eye Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
And they'd move everybody that wanted to dance to Cotton Eye Joe and say that they're doing this thing. So they would have sliding, like jumping things where they would line people up and the sliders would run in and hop over and keep sliding. And they would like keep lining more and more and more people up. That was always so freaking cool to see.
That's crazy. I at one point was supposed to slide. I know how to slide. I have gear to slide in, But I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm 5'11", 350 pounds. If I slide, I'm breaking concrete or I'm breaking bones. So we don't
I did a
slide.
little bit of sliding back in
However,
the day, but
I by accident, not on purpose.
you're right. Well, I kind of got into haunt mode this year and accidentally slid without gear. By the way, it doesn't make noise other than me going, ow! So yeah, there's
I've
that.
slid and
So
rolled ankles before.
what do you think the relic from Creepy Hollow joining SAS, how do you feel he would do?
This is my honest opinion. Nobody's a guarantee.
Exactly.
Nobody is a guarantee. Nobody. I'm not a guarantee. You're not a guarantee. The person in this comment right there, whoever that is, that's not a guarantee. Nobody is
That's
a
Scorn.
guarantee.
You're pointing to Scorn.
Was it Scorn? Yeah, Scorn's not a guarantee.
Jenny says you sound absolutely cuddly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No sliding with stilts.
Okay, so hear me out. Slippy will be the first one to do it.
I know he will, and now I'm scared because he's already really tall.
If you do it with the bouncy stilts, let me stop talking because I'm going to invent something. Let me stop talking.
I'm not good on stilts.
I remember there was a big run of people getting those stilts, and then people stopped getting them.
One of the coolest ones, like one of the coolest things I've seen people do was the stilts that are both on their feet and their hands.
Yeah, those are dope.
That is so cool.
I've seen those. Those are really cool.
Oh, we already got some shit talking going on here.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. Him saying, been in all of them, never won, so yeah, never guaranteed. Ha ha ha. Scorn isn't a guarantee.
Listen, here's the thing about the SAS. No matter where you are, where you're from, or who you are, it's always time for the smoke. It's always, hey Riker, what's up? What's popping? It's always time for the smoke. It's always time for the smoke. You can be in someone else's live feed. No, don't dare him. I didn't dare anybody. Here's the thing about me. All right. Scab is all about the party. So I need y'all to understand this. I'm always about the party. You have to catch me like this to talk Scab out of not doing something. Because once
the funny
Scab
part right now is you're frozen.
Oh, I'm frozen? Uh-oh. Am I back?
No, I can hear you, but you're frozen like this.
Oh, okay.
There you are.
Unfrozen?
But the best part was you said you've got to catch me like this, and then I see.
Oh, you have to catch me. You got to catch regular me to convince me to not have to convince Scab not to do something. What a way to freeze. That's hilarious. To convince Scab not to do something. And
you know, with Slippy, I think it's the same thing.
Once he's there, yeah, Slippy, there's no way to, that's just going to happen. But like once it starts for Scab, it's over. Like once it's go time, whatever is the dumbest thing we're doing it. Especially if Drip is around. If Drip is around, listen, because he'll see what Drip antagonizes me. Let me tell you why he does. Drip knows things about Scab that people don't know. Drip knows things about Scab that people shouldn't know. And he likes to expose those things. So we'll be somewhere and he'll randomly come up and just start playing a song, and I'll just look at him. Like, really, bro? In front of all these people, this is what you decide to do? Okay, little bro, I got you. This is the direction we're going. Okay, cool. I see you. It's like, bro, you can't do this to me. However, if
um, if it
Spooky
helps any,
decides to do that, that's on him.
um, well, I actually will have to tell you one of my plans once everything goes dark, because I'm not gonna say it out loud yet, because it's gonna be funny. And it's gonna happen because we've got Raz and we've got me that are doing this. So if we end up getting pulled at the same time, it's happening.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. Here's the thing. You don't want to burn out early. You don't want to burn out early. And the reason I say that is you got a lot of rounds.
Oh yeah.
So like if you do something
not as many as it used to be though.
Yeah, I know. So it's like
Oh
if
my
you do
gosh.
something the first round, it's like, all right, you did it the first round, yay. Now everyone's like, what are you gonna do the second round? I was like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like I had some celebrity stuff, which was super cool. Like I had Beetlejuice say something, I had Captain America say something. I had these people like doing this. These were like different videos. It was real cool. I had TikTok people saying vote for me. It was really cool. The one person I really
That's
wanted
really cool.
I wanted one person to do a shout out video. And I will never get the chance now to do it.
Why?
The Green Ranger.
Oh, I'm so depressed about that.
Yeah,
I'm like
that broke my heart.
that. Like the entire. Okay, since we're gonna talk about this, I'm actually gonna put something up really fast. This, guys.
Yes,
On a
that's
serious
important.
note.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I need everyone to look at that and take
so that
heed to
text
it
thing
ASAP.
has changed. Although you can still use 741-741. I can't remember what the new one is, but they have added a new one. But that phone number is the same. Talking about the Green Ranger, talking about, him, he killed himself. Let's just say it flat out. He killed himself. And this guy was somebody who was motivational. He went out there every day and tried to make people feel better, feel great about themselves, told them to be what they wanted to be, showed people that you can come back from doing shit. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah.
And he took his role serious. He loved making kids happy, like showing them the Green Ranger and showing them what he can do and talking about martial arts and
past kids. He made adults happy.
He made it exactly all of us.
He made our inner kids happy. He made our inner child happy.
Absolutely. And I got the text message the day it happened, and I was like, dude, no.
Yeah, I woke up, and social media is the news at this point.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I'm looking at alerts and I'm like, wait a minute, what? No, this can't be real. This got to be fake. And I'm like, there's no way. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it's nuts. Like just the fact that happened. And again, we were talking about Drip and him getting himself checked out. Mental health does matter. That is something that I will always preach. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care who you are, where you come from, or your current situation. You see my name, you see my Facebook. Hey, I'm feeling like this. I want to talk. I'm here to listen. There's this phone number that's scrolling at the bottom because I've been there and I've kept people from making decisions that they can't unmake. The people I DJ for have spoken to me and I've spoken to them. And if you know who King ISO is, his entire message is about mental health. And you listen to his music, that's all we talk about is mental health. That's why I'm his DJ. This is not a gimmick. That's not a game. That is what we do. Scab is 100%, 1,000%, quadrupled million% present in the mental health movement. Seriously. So the number is there, 1-800-273-8255. 255. You need to call it
Yes.
if you need to call it.
Riker has a good point here too. Men's mental health matters. It should be noticed.
Listen, thank
There
you.
has been a this whole idea of men can't express their emotions, men can't cry, men can't do this, that, and the other. It's not true, guys. Honestly, if don't hold it in, okay?
Mhm.
Like, I'm very guilty also of being the person to just hold my emotions in, and then they come out very bad later.
No,
Don't do
not
that, guys, because then somebody who may be feeling this way, may be feeling suicidal, may be in distress, that may be holding stuff in, they haven't spoken to somebody. You leave us going,
Mhm.
What could we have done different?"
See, and the thing is, to be honest,
Not
and
saying like we need to guilt you by saying that,
no,
but
no, no, no. And here's the truth. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not plugging King ISO at all right now. I promise you I'm not. But there's two things that he said.
dude, it's okay.
Hey, legit, I'm not going to plug it, but I'm going to say it like this. There's two things. He said thousands of things, but there's two things I want to pinpoint. The first thing he said was, I never wanted to kill myself, just in a part of me. I never had a chance to heal myself, so it's a part of me.
Mhm.
It's me, if you're wondering who I'm at war with. Old version, like there's that entire chorus. A lot of people are committing suicide not because they want to die, they just don't want to live how they are. They don't want to live feeling how they're living. They don't want to live like that. You don't want to live with those feelings and those thoughts. So you just want to end that, not necessarily in your life. You have to understand that.
Yeah, a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
say,
people don't know that. It's partially also how not to differentiate,
yep,
like how they can't really differentiate between how you end this aspect of your life without ending your entire life. Like, do you know the rapper Dax?
yep.
Okay. His song was it Joker?
Yeah,
Joker.
Joker, amazing song.
And then Joker Returns.
Mm-hmm.
If you pay attention to what he's saying in those songs, he's talking about, all these people who have never even met me are sitting here talking shit. And you're obviously sad with yourself, but you're trying to make me feel as bad as you. And when I was watching that, and at the beginning, he even talks about, 19% of the people who are cyberbullied end up killing themselves. And I think in the second one, he talks about the suicide hotline in general. But when I was really listening to that, talking about you make several different accounts just to come and bother me.
Yeah.
And that's something that we've experienced in PBDC is people that we block, ban, whatever, come back and they attack us with a brand new account. Brand new account. They keep getting blocked with a brand new account.
That is their identity. They don't have anything else. That's how they live. They live through, oh, I'm going to go cause this. And then they want to see some disruption. And then they go talk about that. I don't care about those people. I don't.
Yeah. And it gets to the point where you're like, what the hell? What am I doing wrong? And then you have to step back and go, oh, it's not me.
You're doing everything right. See, here's so even more ISO stuff. He said, I'm okay. I'm okay, yay. And that's the biggest lie I've ever told.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask someone and they say they're okay and you can see they're not okay, don't force it, but no, they're not okay.
Yeah.
And when you go back to that men's thing, that's a man's answer. Oh, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm okay. No, we're not. No, we're not at all. No, we're
I'm
not.
good. I'm good.
There's a lot we just don't want to unpack because it is a man's natural defense to not unpack because that now makes us vulnerable and gives you ammunition to hurt us. That's why we won't do it. I can't tell you that I'm scared of losing XYZ and blah, 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 because usually what ends up happening is now when we get into a fight or an argument and you're my significant other or whatever, and you're upset, now you have tools to, oh, well, you fail at this anyway. That's why you never, and it's like, oh, that's like the worst thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to try to edit something.
Mm-hmm.
pound 988, I believe, is what Rainbow just said.
Yes.
Here we go.
988 Lifeline.
Oh, 998. I gotta edit that one more time, guys.
988 Lifeline.
Is it 998 or 988?
988.
Okay, now I gotta edit a third time.
But no, seriously, mental health is something very, very important that every person, no matter your orientation, your identity, your background, your marital status, your life status, whether you are on drugs, alcohol, homeless, oh yes. So here's the thing too with this. Because I'm in this situation right now. When it comes to getting a therapist or needing a therapist, you have to get someone that you feel connected to, that you can trust.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go get one because I don't have one right now because it's not someone that I feel I can just go talk to. And
you need to be comfortable.
You have to be at the part mentally to go do it. And then you have to physically go do it. And you got to know, like, hey, here's someone I know I can just talk to and vent and figure stuff out. Because that's really what it's about, is figuring stuff out. You know, my wife has gotten on me about that. I'm working my way through it.
So example, the guy that I talk to right now, very, very great guy. I'm actually quite comfortable with him. And it turns out he has a lot of the same background as far as music and all that kind of stuff. So it made us have a good connection. Unfortunately, we only get a certain amount of time. It's a very short amount of time. And he's told me, hey, if you move up a little bit, you can go see somebody that'll be 50 minutes, a 50-minute session instead of the 20-minute sessions, and they can prescribe medication if they want to. And I was like, but could I still talk to you at the same time? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, then I don't want to do it. Because I found the one person as a therapist that's easier to talk to. Whereas I've had a therapist before that sat with his junk up in the air with his hair plugs, and all you could do is go. And then he's like wondering why you're looking at a wall, because you don't know where to look when you're looking at him.
Riker just put something up that I feel is very important. She said, I may get a therapist since I'm dealing with childhood trauma. So here's what I want to tell people. And I speak on this because this is part of Scab's story. Childhood trauma as an adult forms how you move, how you think, and the people you deal with. Now, I'm not saying that all childhood trauma is the same. I'm not talking about physical abuse or any type of abuse. I'm just saying trauma, because trauma doesn't have to be abuse. Trauma could be things that you saw or experienced. You could have experienced a lot of death as a child. I did. I experienced a lot of death as a child. And I'm not talking about family. My mom was the coordinator, was the head of the marrying and burying committee at the church we went to.
Oh, wow.
I grew up in. I still attend there. So it's, I'm very sorry to hear that. That's the only way I can say that. But it was one of those things where I had attended so many funerals as a child that now that I'm older, I understand it's a part of life, and I'm kind of numb to people passing away. Does that mean I'm not emotional? No, it's just I understand it's a part of life. But I almost fear like, yo, how am I going to act when my mom passes? Like, am I just going to be like, oh, okay, like shed my tears and then move on? But it's like, sometimes it's like, man, that's the type of trauma that'll form how you are as an adult. And then like Riker said, she said, unfortunately, she's a Me Too victim. There are a lot of people who have not spoken about things that have happened to them when they were a child, and that affects your dating life. That affects how you raise kids. It affects the food that you eat, the cities you live in. Like, it's a
smells that you could be
lot.
around,
It's a lot.
everything. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Delphine actually said just now, I've had therapists attempting to diagnose me with DID simply because, which is a dissociative
Mhm.
disorder, simply because she specialized in dissociation and she read a paragraph in a book on epilepsy that said, we sometimes experience dissociation. She was very nice, but we spent 3 months getting it straight that I don't lose time or have any other dissociative issues. Love her to pieces, but had to fire her as a therapist.
Yep. If it's something that you don't agree with, don't just let it be, oh, the book says this, so that means that's not what that means.
Oh, exactly. Scorn said, when getting help, it does not mean go for a couple times and you are good. You have to keep going because it's going to take time to work to handle, any issue. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Takes
Let's see.
commitment.
Riker said the best thing that I got back 2 years ago was my daddy, and we rebuilt our relationship. That is awesome.
Most important thing. I
And
can say this. So from my childhood trauma, people who know that I attempted suicide twice at the age of 15, which is why I started acting. But out of all of that happened, the reasoning why, well, not the reasoning, but the major contributor just was stuff that was going on in life. I had a major turn in life when I was 17, and it was like the second worst time and then the best time a few months later, where I built a relationship stronger with one of my parents, with my stepfather. And it was like he did something I had wanted him to do for years. And mind you, he wasn't abusive. It was a lot, but he apologized. And
That's
that was like
amazing.
the biggest thing to me, was for him to admit he was wrong and he apologized. And ever since then, I just, I was like, man, that meant the world to me. And it was like that relationship has been strong ever since. But for 4 years, it was, oh man, it was a doozy.
We have Calvin here. If any of
Mhm.
y'all need to talk to someone, look me up. I'm a 55-year-old asshole, but I will listen to anything you have to say, especially if it might help you.
A lot of times being heard solves everything.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of times.
Nadine says, I have insurance called Therapists and Network, and no one takes new clients or they never get back to you. It's infuriating how broke the system is.
So what happens is there's a shortage of therapists everywhere, especially therapists that specialize in certain areas. So sometimes it's, hey, you have insurance, but I'm not taking on any new people because they just don't have the time to take on new people. Here's something that I encourage you to do, though. Reach out to colleges. Colleges have referral lists of recent graduates. Reach out
Who
to
need
these people that
clients.
are new. They're not going to have their own practice. Reach out to these people that are working from home, that do clients over Zoom, that have their own smaller LLCs. Reach out to them, because a lot of times they are the ones that are, 27, 28, who just got their masters and are trying to build a clientele. They're willing to put in the extra effort for it. Reach out to these people. Seriously.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Riker says, I can't. You don't have to.
Watch
Ever.
this. Watch this.
Ever.
This is going to be controversial, and I'm going to say it. You ready? I'm going to say it, and I don't care what nobody says. Have you forgiven yourself?
That's big, and it's not controversial, actually. I don't think so at all. Because
go ahead.
Well, because as a victim as well of similar situations, we end up putting a lot of this on ourselves. We say that we feel guilty for having not said something sooner, or we feel guilty for even having let it happen, even though we had no choice.
Yep.
We feel guilty that, or even dirty that it even happened. And you need to come to terms with yourself, forgive yourself, even though there's nothing really to forgive.
Yes.
But in your head, You need to forgive what you're feeling.
There it is. Because the person will always have power until you, one, forgive yourself. Because once you forgive yourself to understand that, hey, this is something that happened, you were not in control. And you like you said, you hold yourself to it,
Mm-hmm.
and you have all those feelings. Once that is the okay, I'm not saying you're gonna come to peace and terms, but once
No.
you get that, you gain your power back.
I had my therapist say something really cool, and this is part of the reason why I think I kept him.
Mhm.
He told me, you can, and this was talking about forgiveness of another family member.
Mhm.
You can forgive people without having to reconnect.
Yes, I promise you that is the best thing in the world. You really can. I forgive you. That doesn't mean I have to be close with you. That doesn't mean I have to have a conversation with you. I don't have to talk to you. There's people that I have forgiven
Mhm.
that it's stuff that has happened, good or bad, whatever it was. It's like, hey, you know what? Why am I holding on to this? It shouldn't
Yeah.
be 5 years later. I walk into a room and I get pissed off because you're there.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll forgive you. I don't even need an apology. I just forgive you, whatever, and then I move on in life. Because why am I holding on to something? Why am I allowing you to have free rent in my head?
Exactly. Exactly. And when he said that, at first I was like, well, no shit. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh shit, you're right. Because every time I've said I've forgiven this person, I've jumped right back into trying to have that relationship with them as a family member when literally there's no reason.
They're
And
family members I'm not cool with to this day because it's
and
like
that's
I
the
forgave
thing.
you, but
Family. Everybody goes, "Oh, but they're family, you have to." You don't have to do shit, guys.
you don't. Like, hear this from me. I don't care what. See, people who know the black hat is on. When a black hat is on, it's a whole situation. Listen, family or not, family means you're related.
Yep.
That's all
That's
that
it.
means, is that you're
That's it.
related. And relation doesn't mean
You
blood
share
all the
some
time.
blood.
But
Whatever.
here's the thing, it don't even mean blood all the time. Family is just we're related by circumstance.
Mhm.
That's what family means. Is that there's relation from circumstance. That's why, oh, this is my hot family. This is your family from circumstance. Circumstances y'all work at a hot, therefore your family. Now, let's put this past this. Just because someone is family doesn't mean you have to trust them, doesn't mean you have to love them, doesn't mean you have to be close to them. I'm going to speak, I'm going to be cordial. Hey, love you as a family member, but that don't mean you got to step foot in my house. That don't
Exactly.
mean that you're going to know my personal business. You don't have to have my contact information. We don't need to talk every day. If the only reason we talk every day is because we're family, we're not family.
Exactly. Other than if you want to talk to these people, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're benefiting, and I'm sorry to say it this way, if you're benefiting in life, and I mean this in a mental way, not in
Mm-hmm.
like financial or, any kind of gain like that, but if you are benefiting from talking to these people, if it is a gratifying and edifying conversation to be talking to these people, then these are the people you need to be talking to.
Yeah.
But when you're getting torn down by people, and it doesn't matter if it's family, if these family members are tearing you down,
What are we talking for? I had a family member do that, asking me why I haven't done. I like that. Family member asked me why I haven't called them. Why haven't you called me? Why haven't you called me? What do you
two-way
what,
street.
like? Why haven't you called me? Oh, well, you blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well, I'm married. She has a son, and we are raising.
Got the bot.
Right. It's like I'm married. We're raising our child. I have a bonus child. We're raising him. I'm focused on life. Why do I need to be calling you every day to check?
Mm-mm.
I'm grown now. And as a kid, I did this for you as a kid. I did this.
Mm-hmm.
But Rainbow Twitch, that's how it is though. Your chosen family literally will do more than your blood family. And that's seriously the truth. It's very rare if you ever hear me call someone my brother or my sister or something like that. And I mean that because we're bonded by something. Like Drip
Mhm.
is that's my baby bro. Everybody, oh yeah, that's baby bro. Cutie, who's our third, that's little bro. Cutie's little bro. Rainbow Twitch, Schizo. That's bro and sis. Like that's family. Like that's family for real. Then there's people who I've been around for years. I'm like, oh yeah, I know them. It's my people. They cool. But those people are the ones you can vent to and not be judged. Yes.
This comment
yes,
right here. So
yes.
I'm not gonna say what family member it is. If she's on here, she'll see it, and I don't care. Right after my wedding, which she ruined. Luckily I got the husband out of it, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
She made a post that said, after you are, or what was it? When you turn 18, anything that your parents do for you is just a bonus.
Sorry, let me wash my face.
Yeah, no. I was like,
no.
huh. Okay, cool. Bye.
See, and I'm gonna say this politely. In my culture, I'm just gonna say it this way. You run into two types of people. The people who help you because they want to help you, and then the people who help you because they want to have bragging points for
And I
helping
feel
you.
obligated.
And it's not even an obligation. It's I helped you, and then I turn around and go, oh yeah, man, I saw Susan Hall the other day, man. She was looking bad. I had to give her like, a couple $1,000 to get back on her feet, man. Why is that a conversation that you had to help someone?
There's
Why is
no
that
need
even
for
a
that.
conversation? And Susan, I'm sorry, you just popped up. So I'm not going to tell everyone how I actually gave you $3,000, Susan, but pay me back later. But no, there's people who do that. And it's like, that doesn't make you a better person. Don't go live on Facebook to go feed the homeless. Just go feed them. Don't like you said, don't do it for brownie points. Do it because you genuinely want to.
Oh yeah.
People.
Oh, exactly. Sorry, I was looking for a term that my brain cannot think
You're
of.
good. I'm gonna look at one of these comments here.
Which one?
Let's see here. We already read that one. We read that one. The holidays hit hard when you have a broken family.
It's true.
Yes. Here's
It's
what
true.
here's how you can remedy that today. Create your own tradition. We only associate holidays with family because that's what we grew up doing. Childhood trauma.
Mhm.
My wife said something that is very big with me. And I never realized it as a child, but now I'm like, yo, we really did do that. When you tell kids to come here and give me a hug.
Yes.
Now, mind you, I'm not talking about like any predatory way.
No, but
But get what I'm
still, when you're
saying.
like, when you do the whole, oh, give me a hug, or you need to go hug your grandfather.
Or go
Need to go hug.
give your grandma a hug and a kiss. And it's like, as a baby, I get it. You're a toddler, you're saying bye. But when you're at the point where you can actually logically make your own decisions, if my 4-year-old or 5-year-old doesn't want to come hug you, then they don't have to come hug you.
Exactly.
Don't force this hug. Don't force, but that's people forcing family.
Yes.
And she said that I never thought about it. I'm like, that is something that consistently has been done is you need to go hug
Go hug your auntie.
Nah, I'm
Go
good.
give them a hug and a kiss. Go hug uncle. And then of course, like in my family, I'm the first grandchild out of 26.
I'm listening.
And so there's a lot of people that are married into the family, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 aunts and uncles on one side. And this is 26 on that one side. Okay.
Okay.
And then there's, and by no means am I uncomfortable with my uncles. Let me just put that out there in case any of them happen to see this. But the thing is, I could see how as a kid it would have been uncomfortable to have somebody go, "Oh, go hug your uncle." But they just came into the family.
I
What?
don't know this person.
I don't
I
know
don't know
them
this
that well.
person. I'm not.
Now,
Yeah.
I love them. I love my uncles. They're all great. They're fantastic. But I can see also if you go hug go give your uncle a hug, and like they've just been introduced to the family that Christmas.
Oh, even worse. Let's not even go that Christmas. I'm 6. I've only seen you at Christmas.
Yep.
This is my second time ever seeing you. This is my 4th time ever seeing you. So I
Go
want
give
you,
your uncle a hug.
so I want
No.
you, when I'm hugging you because of circumstance.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I want you to go ride the bus 4 days in a row. Are you going to hug the bus driver because you've seen him 4 days in a row? But I've seen
Yep.
the bus driver more times than I've seen my uncle. But I got to hug this uncle because they're my family.
Yep. And Susan said, "That's why I never pressure my children, grown or not. My mom used to try to guilt me into things, and I hated it."
Completely hated it.
She's very Sicilian, lots of cousins.
Hey, it be like that. I know some. I promise I do this. There's a reason why I do this. Growing up, I was around a Sicilian family, and I'm not going to tell you what I got called when I introduced myself on that porch, but
Yeah.
I'll let you figure it out because the first word was porch, and I'm gonna let y'all
Yeah.
figure out the second one. But after that, I was family. I'll tell you that because it was who was this porch beep out here? Oh, Dad, that's okay. Well, come in the house. What you eating? Like literally, that was like the next sentence.
Yeah.
That was adopted that quickly.
I dated somebody who was Italian. His mom was Italian.
Mhm.
And she used to crack jokes all the time that she thought was hilarious. She'd say things from across the table on the Feast of the Seven Fish. If you shake a Sicilian's hand, you got to count your fingers when you pull your hand back. And I'd just be sitting there like, cool. Pass me the garlic.
And then she's like, pass me the garlic.
Like, because I'm not going to turn down Feast of the Seven Fish, but what the hell, lady?
Mhm.
Like,
That's how it works.
Seriously?
That's how it works.
And I'm just sitting there like the one day I was making, I made something for the whole family. And then it was aren't you going to do this? Oh, we don't do this in Italian. I'm like, I'm Sicilian, back off.
There are so many Black traditions in families that make sense, but don't make sense. Uh-oh.
Sorry, I just saw
No,
this.
you're good. You're good.
My stepdad forced me as a kid to hug and kiss family who I didn't know. And if I didn't want to, either he would spank me, then drag me by the hair and place me on their lap, then yell at me later for sitting on their lap. Dude, no.
Hey, watch this. Hey, Riker, listen, there's a reason why I wear this black hat, okay? I'm going to reveal why I wear this black hat right now. Don't piss off a Sicilian, you get all your fingers back. I'm going to reveal to the world for the first time why I wear this black hat, okay? And this is the same, not the exact same physical hat, but the same black hat I've been wearing since 2020 when all the stupidity was going on. I've worn this black hat. All right, Riker. So I hope you're paying attention because this is why I wear this black hat for comments like that. So what I'll do, I want you to pay attention, okay? Because I'll pull up on anybody real quick for any type of stupidity.
Well, we got to talk when we're done here.
That's why we wear the hat. That's why we wear the hat.
But you know what? We hit 2 hours, and I
Oh, we
didn't
did?
even know. Yeah.
I promise you, we could keep going.
We could keep going, honestly.
They're invested in this at this point. My
Oh,
hero.
definitely. Yeah.
Follow the Facebook. If you're not
Guys.
following the Facebook, follow the Facebook, all the social media. I'm sorry, I'm gonna plug it in now.
Do it.
So of course it's Scab the Celebrity on Facebook, Scab the Celebrity. That's the Scab page. Of course, you got my personal page, Jim Lamore. Of course, like I said, you know, Scab the Celebrity. It's Scab, or it's follow Scab on Instagram. Literally follow Scab. It's the dopest name ever. Follow SCAB on Instagram. I'm rebuilding that page. It got snatched away from me, and I got it back, and I pretty much had to rebuild.
Is it an underscore or just?
No, just
Scab?
follow Scab. Just
Okay.
follow Scab on Instagram. The Facebook is Scab the Celebrity. Those are the main 2 Scab pages. If you see those pages, attached to those pages, you'll see the DJ pages, which are the personal ones. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. Literally, yep. And then, of course, I would say that's the most important one right there. Scurryface, scurryface.com, Scurryface on every social media platform you have. Follow everything they have going on. Tons of stuff going on, not even including the size. So that's the crazy part. I don't know if people saw it, but I'm gonna say this: Rock Band is back this week. So
Rock Band.
And I might, you know, I'm kind of I'm not gonna say I'm the enforcer of Scurryface. I'm like, I don't know what I am of Scurryface, but I'm there. But I can convince Tyler to do some pretty outlandish things. And MBV might be a pretty crazy weekend, and I might get a rock band going on that weekend. Possibly, we will see.
Yes, tomorrow night we're doing our podcast. You can't sit with us, by the way.
Oh,
since I'm going through.
Make sure y'all tap in with that. Make sure y'all tap in with that. But you will never say TMI. Riker, you better be following me on the you better add the Jim Lamore page. Of course, Scorn says the culture. So I got to talk about what the culture is before we end this.
Of course. No rush, honestly.
I'm a professional wrestler, of course.
Show the picture.
If you see this picture right here, this is me winning after I won my first title right there. Someone created the artwork for it, which is actually pretty dope. But speaking of titles, there was a brand that goes by the name of Black Wrestlers Matter. And that started some years back. Guy by the name of John West, who's from Chicago, who lives in Des Moines. He started that brand and kind of built it because in reality, there's a lot of things that Black wrestlers have done for the business that they really don't get the credit for, or we don't get the push. You'll never see a Black wrestler get the John Cena push. You'll never see that. But now you have Roman Reigns, who Samoan, considered Black.
Love Roman Reigns,
which is huge. It's huge. But so I got something for you because you said you love Roman Reigns. I got something for you.
I love Roman Reigns.
But, so long story short, you don't really see Black wrestlers getting that push. Well, John and I, who've known each other for years, we actually formed a tag team named The Culture. And John and Con Artiste, my wrestling name, we formed The Culture, and we became the first Black tag team champions.
Nice.
In this area in history.
Nice.
There's been mixed. So there was like a guy who was a Black dude and like a Hispanic guy. There was a Black dude and then a white dude. But there's never just been a straight Black tag champs. We were the first to do that. So it was a blessing to be able to do that. Yes, Riker, add the Jim Lamore page. Go add the Jim Lamore page. So she said WWE needs me. She said WWE needs me. Watch this. This is how funny this is. So today on Instagram, let's pull this up. I'm pulling up my Instagram so people can see.
Sometimes it might show. Sometimes it might not.
I got you. So I want people to look at.
Almost.
You see who said it's following me, right?
I can't tell.
Almost is following me. Almost right here. Almost started following you. And then if you go up, the real MVP liked your photo.
Nice.
So what happened was I was on tour DJing this year, and WWE had a show in the same city that Tech Nine
I love Tech
had a
Nine.
show in. So I took this picture, and if you look and see how big Omos is compared to
Oh
Tech Nine,
my
I
God.
said it's not that Tech Nine is short; it's just MV.
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
Omos is huge.
That's just a big dude.
So Tech Nine wears a size 9.5 or 10 shoe. So I want you to just look at their feet, okay? Almost is a big guy. So when I
Look at
say
how
almost is a
tiny
big
Tech
guy,
looks.
I want you to understand I am 5'11, 350. Okay. I'm not a small guy. I'm a pretty big guy. I can move, not telling who it is. It's
I'll
probably
tell you who it is. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley.
Oh, that's a different. That's everyone's.
Ugh.
So
I'm sorry, straight, gay, bi women all will love Rhea Ripley. She's gorgeous.
I'm 5'11. Okay, this is me standing directly. And let me turn my brightness down. This is me standing directly in front of Omos.
Oh my God.
So that's how big he really is. And just so you know, me and MVP are the same height. I'm just standing in front of MVP, and the picture's being
perspective.
taken up from an angle.
We have an ongoing joke at here called Andre the Nephilim instead of Andre the
because
Giant.
we were talking about Samoan joints, might as well show you the tattoo.
Nice.
The full. It's not done, but it's in the process of being done.
Love it.
So
Love
that'll
it.
be done within the next few months, I believe. She says, I'm 5'7".
We're talking. So, by the way, this show quite often goes into wrestling.
Okay.
Like,
well,
we do this a lot. And now we have Hexus over here going, loved the feud with Bobby Lashley.
Mhm. I've worked with Bobby before. Here in Omaha, pretty cool guy. I know a lot of those guys. I know a lot of those guys. Andre. The height of Rainbow, you would definitely be at his kneecaps.
Yeah, I'm like 5'2", so like
this was us. Oh no, that's not us.
Bobby's one of his favorites.
That's us as tag champs, John and I. So that's pretty fun. Now I'm just randomly finding this stuff because you were talking about wrestling. So
Sorry, I'm sending messages over here to please turn the heater off. Turn the heater off, please. Texas says that's rad.
What else would be I'm trying to think what else wrestling wise would be pretty cool to show you. So we're talking about wrestling. I found out a couple of, I wonder if it still pops up on Facebook. I found out a couple of months before he passed. I'm related to New Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I randomly was like, I found out July that I was related, July of 2020, that I was related to New Jack.
Oh wow.
And messaged him. We spoke in like August, and then September, all of that. And then of course he he ended up passing. Yeah. And it was just like, man. Yes, if you do. Now, here's the thing. I'm not the same nice guy anymore. I'm actually a bad guy now. But it's fun. It's fun.
Texas is like, what? New Jack is dead?
Yeah. He passed away last year.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah, it was just crazy because
Sorry,
like I said,
sorry
I
to break
found
that to you on the show, babe.
yeah, like I said, I found out July, and then like I got a year of like talking to him, and then the last thing that I was able to, the last conversation we had was like a couple months before he passed, and it was just like, hey, I'm going on this title push and blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, nephew, great thing. And I find out he passed. I'm like,
Oh
no. So,
man.
and it was actually crazy because I felt the month he passed, or not even say the month, it was the month, but it was literally like the next week we had a show, and I was losing the title that night,
Oh,
and I dedicated that match to him
oh,
because it was like, man, oh, he was supposed to watch this match.
that would have been cool, man.
What was even
But he
better
what?
was I lost the title for one company, and then the next week gained the titles for a different company. The
Hell
tag
yeah.
titles. That's where we got our tag titles.
Hell yeah.
So it was like, this is for you, Unc. Like it was worth it.
Apparently, fun fact, Dwight Schrute once wrestled a bear and won.
Somebody said, how long is my hair? So yes,
Yes.
it's all my hair. Let's just take a
I'm pulling
gander
that
at
up.
this. Okay. I want you to understand
Longer than mine. Shit. Look at
my arm is all the way extended right now.
mine is not.
So my hair is almost, this one is like almost 3 feet long. Something
That
like
is
that.
not.
So I have some that are shorter, of course, but like the majority of them are very long. Like I have some like this one's like not that long. It's kind of short, but of course stuff has broken off.
I know. Got them gorgeous locks, Rapunzel.
Yeah, this is I love all my hair. This is crazy. So
I absolutely love it.
but yeah, so wrestling.
No, you cut it.
What? Oh, that's crazy. I'm good. I'm good friends with Kofi Kingston and with Big E. 3.5 feet. Yes. Add the social media. We'll talk.
Her hair is so long.
Add the socials. I add and follow everybody back. My phone is on like, I'm good. I'm 10% on my phone. I'm good. I'll add everybody back tonight. You cut a foot off of the no. All right, that's crazy. So when I first started wrestling, I didn't have a name. So I used to be a mascot for an arena football team here, and they're the Omaha Beef. So I had add the IG. I follow back. Add that one and then add the other one. I follow everybody back. But I did I used to wear that jersey, and it was an Omaha Beef jersey. It just said beef on it, so they just called me Beef. And I was like, I don't like that. That's weird to just call me Beef. So then they're like, what's your name? I was like, ooh, the dumbest thing ever. I'm Kobe Kingston, Kofi's bigger, younger brother. I was posting it on Twitter and he saw it. And I ended up running into him at a show here in Omaha when I was working security. He was, oh yeah, you're the Kobe Kingston guy. Bro, that's so stupid. He just laughed. And I laughed. I said, I'm about to change it. He was like, yeah, do your own thing. I'm not hating. That's dumb. And ever since then, like, he's been super cool. Like, he'll show up and I'll take pictures of him, mainly of his shoes, and put it on Twitter. And he's like, you get me every time. It's like, I know, you know where I'm at every time. So it's just fun to have fun with these individuals that are superstars, literally.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to find you, by the way.
Just so
While we are
everybody knows,
talking.
I'm going in right now, and I'm following everybody back. So that's a follow. When I tell you I follow people back, I click on it, I make sure it's not a bot, and I follow. Who is this? Oh, yep, follow back. Boom. I don't play with people. I follow live on here. Look who I just followed.
Woo! What?
BBDC. Follow and like. We ain't playing around. Like.
By the way, the boxer was me too. Just to
Oh,
let you know.
I followed the boxer. Oh, it didn't hit the follow. There it is. I'm taking it that this is okay. Boom. I'm gonna follow. Hey, I'm telling you right now, if y'all on here and y'all follow me, message me
followed
so I
me.
know who y'all are. Message me so I know who y'all are. Because it's a lot of people that's gonna pop up on here. So message me so I know who y'all are and we'll go from there. Oh man.
What state are we in? I'm in Cali.
I am in Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. Yes, I'm gonna say it. There are black people in Nebraska. We get it all the time.
I never even thought to ask that, but yes.
No, trust me. There's a lot of people like, wait, yeah, we turn up too. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not Cali, but it's crazy out here.
Oh, Cali.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
no,
crazy.
one of the things that was definitely interesting for me was when I moved to the South. And I'm used to everybody hanging out. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter what color your skin is.
Mhm.
You know. But it wasn't where I was, it wasn't exactly like that.
Mhm.
And my group of friends was quite mixed. And we were quite shunned.
It's very cultured here. When I say we are a melting pot, we're a melting pot for a lot of reasons. One, we have the most. We're in the middle of the country, so thank you, Riker. Oh, Scab, you'll be getting one from
Money bags.
We're in the middle of the map, so we get everybody. We have within an 8-hour drive, we hit like 9 major cities.
Oh wow.
Within like an 8 or 9 hour drive. So like you'll hit Des Moines, Chicago, St. Louis, Kansas City, I say Kansas City, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Denver, Sioux Falls, Sioux City. So that's like 10, I don't want to say major cities, but 10 bigger name cities.
If you drive 8 hours in California, you're still in California.
Correct. It's one of those things where we're a melting pot because of that. We have the most millionaires per capita. I would never live in Florida.
No.
I would never live in Florida.
Same. No. I mean, yeah, I want to get out of Cali too, but no.
The reason I couldn't do Florida, there's only one way out of Florida. Up.
Meth?
It's either up or water.
Sorry.
It's up or water.
You're 8 hours away.
Yeah, it's not that far.
I'm all I can't think of any other ways out of
Texas takes forever to get out of too. Texas is one of those.
That's why I just aim for the panhandle, so I don't have to deal with the rest of it.
I'm good. I'm so good. Nope.
Yeah, I'm about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away from the beach, but I grew up at the beach surfing. So, yeah, I miss that. But that's the whole thing. Here in California, you can go an hour to 2 hours in any direction, and you're going to hit the ocean, the mountains, the forest, the desert, that kind of thing. And you're going to hit all kinds of different areas.
I tell people this. Omaha is a city. There's no cornfields here. There's no farms here. It's a city. Now, once you get west of Lincoln, Nebraska, where the University of Nebraska is, that's Nebraska.
And she's surrounded by cows.
Yep. She knows. She knows. It's like you have Nebraska, and then you have, she said Omaha Steaks.
I'm over here. Yum.
And Omaha, our steak is way better here than most other places. Just putting that out. Our steak is amazing.
Hey, we got Harris Ranch. I will say that.
Okay.
We got Harris Ranch, and that's pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, it's fun being here, but it's a melting pot. We get a lot of good stuff here.
Considering part of our conversation, I was like, ah, oh yeah, wait, location, ha. Truth on the steaks.
Yeah.
Tasty cows on our farm.
You know, if it's fresh, then yeah.
Apparently, you are being sent a bikini to wear.
Okay.
I always see creepy kids living in the cornfields.
No, there's no cornfields here. There's no cornfields here.
Do they have
of
red
the
hair and
Corn-
freckles?
Children of the Corn was filmed somewhere in Nebraska, but it wasn't anywhere near where we live at all.
Along with pasties. Oh God. I think that's more up Slippy's alley.
Yep. That's his street. That's his exact address. That's his address.
Oh shit. We're supposed to be doing Super Slippy, a Super Slippy episode, which involves a fashion show.
Uh-oh, there it is.
It will happen. It will happen. It's going to be coming soon, just to let you guys know.
Rainbow Sale.
Oh, great.
It's a must see. All right, so here's what I'll do.
Oh,
if I
boy.
receive that package, I will purposely make sure that I save it for the sass, and I will reveal that picture.
Oh boy.
I will reveal that picture for the sass.
Okay, we're going a little far. I can't even walk in heels.
You're adding a lot of stuff. You got to earn that.
Scorn won't wear them at all. I have standard.
Scorn, the standard.
He has the standard.
Mhm.
Just to let you know. All right. Well, on the bikini note, take my money. I love you guys. This has been fantastic.
Yes.
I really appreciate you.
Oh,
We have covered so much tonight, and it's been so awesome. And Twitch said it earlier. No, it does not feel like it's been over 2 hours. It really doesn't.
not at all.
Yes, I'm making a Sam Sidewalker onesie, by the way.
If they make onesies in my size, I'll wear them.
They do. I'll send you a link.
You said that with zero hesitation as one word. You have a correct call from Had a Baby It's Boy.
I remember that commercial.
They do also do it. That
We Had a
was
Baby
like
It's Boy.
the fastest. I'll do that. I promise you. I will do that.
Okay, my ex is 6'7", 320 pounds.
I need that link.
And we found onesies for everybody. So there's even onesies out there for everyone. And they have trap doors.
I need that link.
I will send it to you for sure. Definitely. Oh, definitely. But yes, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you. Wait, direction. There we go.
Thank you.
That way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Seriously, thank you humbly. You're doing an amazing job with everything that you're doing. Conversation is
you.
amazing. The content is amazing. The setup is amazing. The sound is amazing. The lights are amazing. The makeup is amazing. You are amazing. Everyone over here commenting is amazing. Especially you, because you unpacked a lot of stuff today. And I like that. So I thank you. We gonna talk. We gonna talk.
Absolutely. I can't wear a onesie. I hate being half naked while I use the bathroom. And on that note,
Sometimes we get so good you gotta get all the way naked to use the restroom, but that's a whole nother conversation.
yeah, I have stories. All right. Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us, and